you have to come on the stage, Mr. Papple. I want to say thank you for dealing with all the tears that you've dealt with these years. After stalking your Pinterest for a very long time, we decided what better gift for Miss Wright than something Star Wars.
Your students drive you crazy. It just puts everything out of order. So we got you some organizational supplies to help keep everything on track.
We hope y'all enjoy your gifts. Good evening and congratulations, class of 2016. We conquered high school. It's amazing to see how far we have come individually and as a class. It seems like just yesterday we were tiny 7th graders passing notes back and forth dreaming of this day. There was the first class, the first school dance, the first boyfriend, the second boyfriend, the third boyfriend, the realizing that they, problem. Yeah, our hearts were paired, the bell rang, and our parents came and picked us up, but the memories that these events left behind will never leave us. I value the tubing trips, the mud bogs, the restaurant dates, the pep rallies, Coach Patrick's class, the haunted houses, and all the memories I've made here with this remarkable class. It was here that we wrote and rewrote all the dreadful papers and crossed our fingers hopeful that we could somehow pass next period's test that we didn't even know about. Not only did we learn inside the classrooms, but outside as well. We worked together during homecoming and learned the value of teamwork. We learned that even though you can put so much effort into something, it may not always turn out how you want it, aka our homecoming float this year. On the fields and on the courts of Central, we learned to win with pride and lose with dignity. Through clubs, we learned to give ourselves, and then on the weekends, we learned to enjoy ourselves. But despite all the lessons I've learned at Central, perhaps the most important was learning to be thankful. Behind each graduate are dozens of people who have gotten them to where they are now. And at this time, I want to thank a few of those people. First and foremost, I want to thank God. He always answered my prayers no matter how minute they were. To our teachers, thank you for being selfless and sharing your time and knowledge with us. Now I want to give a special thanks to a few teachers who impacted my academics and my life. Mr. Papple, thank you for tutoring me on the same things over and over again, and for showing me that every now and then you come across a genuinely compassionate human being such as you. Miss Harry, thank you for always being so kind. You had your own battles to face most of the time, but you never failed to show compassion to others. Miss Matthews, thank you for being my school mom and for always being there for me. The school is lucky to have you as a teacher just as I've been. Thank you for loving me like family. And finally, to my coach, Miss Wickham, thank you for believing in me and trusting me to lead the squad. Cheer wasn't always easy or fun, but you made it the best. Furthermore, I want to thank my family and friends who never get specific recognition. Thank you for being here to support me, even though for some of you it required driving hours to get here. You don't know it, but you've made an imprint on my heart. Now to our parents and guardians, thank you for supporting us in more ways than possible to name. You've never failed to make sure we had what we needed, even if we drove you insane half the time. Y'all are the best support systems, and we couldn't be where we are without you. To my own parents, Mom, thank you for being my mother, best friend, cheerleader, and shoulder to cry on. You constantly reminded me to never settle, taught me courage and bravery, stood up for me when I was weak, and always put me before yourself. Your unconditional love, selflessness, and compassion has pushed me to be who I am today. To my dad, thank you for being the perfect example of what a dad should be. You strive to make sure I have the absolute best, despite your busy work schedule. You always make time for my events. Thank you for pushing me to work hard and accomplish my dreams. Furthermore, I want to thank my grandma, who taught me about life and schooled me right. Thank you for constantly reminding me that success and God are important things in life. To my sisters, thank you for always putting me in my place and reminding me of who I was when I was lost. And most importantly, thank you for being my best friends that I can't get rid of. And lastly, thank you to the class of 2016. You taught me how to control my temper, how to make friends, and how to have fun. You taught me what it feels like to want to throat punch people and then talk to them for hours on the same day. But most importantly, thank you for being the home I never knew I wanted until you became the home I realized I couldn't live without. I can't even begin to count the tears, inside jokes, laughs, and friendships and memories that I formed within these walls. We loved each other through the embarrassing Abercrombie and Croc days. Well, some of you are still stuck there. And that says a lot. Together we learned about life, and I'm so lucky to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. One of the things that we know about life is that it is always changing. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Sometimes things go really well, and sometimes they don't. That roller coaster has been the basis of our high school experience and the pattern for the rest of our lives. But the important thing to remember, and what I want you to take with you, is that the growth happens during the bad times. It's easy to feel happy when you're succeeding or when your relationships are doing great and things are just right. But the real challenge of growth comes when you get knocked down and how you handle it. Every day from here forward, there will be moments when you ask yourself, is the dream worth it? And it'll be hard. In the process of reaching your dreams, you'll face rejection, failure, pain, and disappointment. There will be moments when you doubt yourself, but don't give up on your dreams. The rough times won't stay. Focus on yourself and attract those that are just as hungry and unstoppable as you, because as long as you follow people who want to live life as it is, you'll never be the best. So I challenge you, class of 2016, to invest in yourselves, invest in your mind. Someone's opinion of you is not your reality. Success is no accident. It's perseverance, sacrifice, and learning. You have to believe you're worthy, and from what I've seen these past years, you're all worthy. As students, we're all guilty of counting down the days until graduation, from the very first day to the last. However, as we sit here and look around, we begin to realize that maybe this high school thing wasn't so bad. There's a universal truth that we all must accept, and that is that everything must come to an end. The last day of summer, the end of a good book, having to wipe off an eyeliner wing that was on point at the end of the day, and most importantly for us, high school. Throughout the years, I've had mixed feelings about the arrival of this day, and as exciting as it is, I've always disliked endings. As we bid farewell to Central School this evening, never again to enter students, we should not say goodbye, but instead see you later. No matter how much we hated this place, we're all going to miss it at some point. We came into this journey together, and now we leave together, and I think it's safe to say that Central is going to miss the class of 2016. Now, before I conclude this speech, I have one last thing to do. Hold on 1 second. It's got to connect. Everybody get in. One day I'll look back on this picture and I'll wonder where everyone went. A lot will be different, however, the one thing that won't change is the memories. So class of 2016, no matter how excited you are to be done, hold on to these memories forever, because these memories created the amazing graduates that sit before me, and that is something to be proud of. Thank you.